Welcome, everybody. Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the Total Nonstop Impact Network. I'm joined tonight, once again, a different grouping. We got three tonight. Well, who knows? Maybe someone else shows up. Don't think so. But it's ladies' night here at TNI. We got Alicia. We got Ash. It's a knockouts edition of TNI on this Thursday. Thanks for joining me, ladies.
Oh, what a night!
What a night!
Yeah, what'd you think? What'd you think of this show? What a show! What a show! We actually have Victory Road. We know matches where it's all coming together now. We love it when a plan comes together. It took a little bit, but we'll go through it all as the night progresses. But thanks for everyone here. I already see we had an early super sticker. Thank you, Malachi Trace, for the super sticker, and you know what you get with that.
Impact Wrestling!
The complimentary soundbite.
You definitely get that. See everybody in the chat. I'm sure Alicia's going to be throwing some comments up there. Let us know what you thought of the show. What you're thinking of Victory Road upcoming. But Anna, thank you for the super sticker. There it is, super sticker from Anna, and she gets
Impact Wrestling.
She gets Impact Wrestling.
We got a lot going on, Bill. Bill, are you going to Victory Road?
I am going to Victory Road.
Okay, good, because I need someone to walk with me on night one, because I'm going last minute.
Ah, nice, Victory Road, Skyway Studios. Yeah. Hold on. You're right. There is a lot of stuff going on here. We got the Twitch people out tonight. Team Twitch. Oh. I see Rayline here with the bits. We thank you, Rayline.
Impact Wrestling.
$100. $100 well, it's not really 100, but thank you for the
Yeah, we love the Twitch, Team Twitch, and congrats to Twitch. I guess the NFL's back, so they were on Twitch too. So good for them. Oh, and there's Slowpoke. He's got some bits going on over there. And he's also got some stuff, so check out Slowpoke Toys too. Definitely do that. So, but he gets a little Scott. Here he is. He's moving around.
We got a lot going on. Is it really only us three? I had no idea I was supposed to be on, by the way.
Well, you know what?
Last minute.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of who's on the show and who's not. So I just do what I'm told. I just do what I'm told. But I'm glad at the last minute when I find out Alicia's like, who's actually going to be here today? And it's like,
Master call.
We know Trent is he's away. He's over in Seattle for work. So we wish Trent the best out there. I'm sure he's drinking coffee and dancing in the rain because that's what they do in Seattle, I guess. And they sometimes eat pasta.
Is that what they do?
I guess. I don't know about anything else over there. But I see some people alluding to some things happening in the news. So I don't think we're getting J-Bone. I know he's busy with house stuff in his moving process. So I don't think we're getting him. If we get him later, we might double up on this, but I don't think we are. So no J-Bones news. When it's just me, we're going to do a little something. Sorry, Alicia.
It's fine.
A little fake wrestling news.
Longing for that fake wrestling news.
Don't believe anything that you read on the internet.
It has no power here.
It does. It does not have power here. Unlike certain rankings from Pro Wrestling Illustrated, we don't acknowledge such things here with the likes of Josh Alexander not even being in the top 10. But we'll leave it there. That's not even fake wrestling news. That's just BS. So we'll just leave that as it is.
I'm not going to lie. I'm glad I wasn't the only one that was a little upset at that.
Yeah, that's a yearly occurrence. It was worse when they didn't recognize the Impact World title. So they kind of lost all steam with me then. But for those, at least there is some acknowledgement. A lot of the ones that work the indies, like Mike Bailey, Matt Cardona, very high on the list. But since they didn't acknowledge the champion like they should, then we will not really acknowledge them in fake wrestling news.
You know, we have a really good champion. We have a very dominating champion. So I'm not going to lie. I was a little upset about it, but I don't really, whatever. PWI.
Yeah, just like 5-star ratings from certain people, you can't take them seriously. But there was some, I think, legitimate news out there.
There's some stuff.
I know PW Insider put some stuff out there. Impact, I'm assuming a new full-time hire, because I have seen this individual he was in Dallas and some of the previous tapings. I know he was based in Las Vegas, so he was at those previous tapings as well. But congratulations to Lou D'Angeli, who you may know as the former Sign Guy Dudley in ECW, as a fellow ECW original from back then. Good to see, taking on more of a marketing role, just like they did with producers and all. It seems like they work maybe a loop of tapings, a couple loop of tapings, and then they see if it's going to be a long-term fit. It looks like this is one, and we know that's been a hot topic lately. Impact marketing, obviously, since they've gone on the road again, I think that's a necessity, where they've been bringing more people in and needing more help to get events promoted, get the different wrestlers out there, get the name out there. So definitely a good move. And any thoughts here, Alicia? Any thoughts? Are you familiar with? Obviously, he worked for WWE. He was doing Cirque du Soleil. We know they actually, obviously, they have the Vegas residencies, but they do national tours, Cirque du Soleil. So it seems like definitely at least a good move in a direction to promote the brand.
What is the question? What?
What do you think about Impact now bringing in another person to help market the product?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything to put eyes on it. If it helps, right?
No doubt. Because I know a lot of the other people, I know the Patreon, there was a whole thing where they talked a lot about marketing, so figured get some other opinions. And Ash, how about you? Do you think this is something that was needed in Impact? Do you see some good progress here with the marketing?
I'm honestly kind of happy that we actually have, someone dealing with marketing, being that it had been something I had, been pointing out for a while, but I also said, and I kept telling people, give it time, patience, time. We just, we're still, I think people still forget that we're still kind of dealing with COVID, and we're still trying to catch up on a lot of things. And I did mention a lot of people that were expressing how they were upset one time. And I said, look, it's going to get there. We just need time. Just give Impact time.
Yeah. I know Johnny Bravo was on here. Your favorite guest, Alicia, way back now, and mentioned the whole plan. There's a 5-year plan at Impact. And that was pre the big panini, as we like to say. And that obviously slowed everything down. Luckily, Impact was continuing the film without fans. They found ways to get around it, but it definitely slowed every wrestling company's momentum. So they're still picking up from it, no doubt. And this seems like definitely a move in the right direction. So good to see. But we'll get right into that too. Iceman on BTI said it, but we have not only a return in Impact Wrestling, an official signing announced during the broadcast tonight, and one of my favorites from a few years ago, Joe Henry. We get somebody from across the sea on the roster that makes fantastic music videos about wrestling, and he is now back. After he left Impact, he had a run in Ring of Honor, but now back in Impact Wrestling. I got to say this: congrats, TNI UK just had their 100th episode of Impacted yesterday. They gotta be thrilled about this. I can't wait to hear their reaction to Joe Henry being re-signed to Impact Wrestling. So let us know which in the chat what you think about Joe Henry coming back, and how familiar did you guys remember Joe Henry? It wasn't too long ago.
He was with Grotto and what was her name? She went by Winter in
Katrina.
WWE.
Yeah, Katrina. And that's what I saw. I saw a Critical Sting mention it here. My favorite song of his, "Access Denied." Would you do with your pirate brother? All kinds of funny stuff. Oh, you're not here? I'm saying Hendry. Come on, Dragonstorm. But it's
not Henry.
Yeah, he's got that D in there. Joe Hendry.
So,
yeah, he stayed for about a cup of coffee last time, so it should be fun. He seems like he's got impact energy. Now that I'm a little more cognitive of his character, I remember him the first time around, but I couldn't tell you much other than who he was associated with, and he was doing that. Everyone loved him, I guess.
and he kind of still does. If you saw his kind of intro video in the hospital with and then Ashley Vega with an appearance, who was just on TNI UK. But we did have that storyline with, you mentioned it.
Is it Odark? Because he's also owes my money?
So
yeah,
the great Grotto. So I'm thrilled to see him back. Can't wait to see what they do with him this time around. So definitely something to stay tuned for, because as Gary's putting out there, great comedy. Like, he's a good wrestler, but he's the character, a different kind of comedy that will fit in well in Impact. So we got,
yeah, I agree.
So those are kind of the big news stories. There's some more, some smaller stuff. If anybody in the chat wants to bring them up, nothing really earth shattering. I know we discussed a lot of the stuff last week. So, but if anyone wants to throw anything in the chat, we'll obviously discuss it as the show goes on. But this is the lean, mean reviewing machine tonight, and we're going to get right into the show in a shockingly quick amount of time. Oh, Jay's content, I was going to go over there, but we'll get over this, because I know Truck, I'm almost sad he can't make it tonight, because I know he's a huge fan of who Jordan's going to be facing in the Pick Your Poison match. But as we go over the show, yeah, there it is, another Ring of Honor. We got a lot of Ring of Honor presence happening.
Was Max in Ring of Honor?
She was in Ring of Honor. She was one of the Women of Honor during that, not the current incarnation. But hello, Daniel Spencer. Right. Good job tonight. Speaking of, I probably will only be a fly-in on next week's show, because obviously with Victory Road happening next week, I decided I will head down a day early on Thursday, and I'm going to stop at OVW on my way to Nashville and go see their redemption show next Thursday, featuring the Cowboy, James Storm. And also, I got to say, since we're talking OVW real quick, congrats once again to the man, Jesse Goddard. He's now hosting another show.
All right, Jesse.
So that guy just does everything.
He does everything.
So
he takes every opportunity.
So another TNA Impact alum. Good for him. Good for him for sure. So, anybody else, anything before we start the show?
Not that I've heard.
Yeah, as far as the road, I'm heading down actually Friday morning. So if y'all see me, but I'm leaving Saturday afternoon. So you will not see me on Saturday, but you'll see me on Friday. Okay,
just Victory Road, not the tapings.
Yeah, I will not be there for the Fallout. Apologies.
Okay, all right.
But
you'll be there live on Impact Plus and the Ultimate Insiders on YouTube.
Yeah, so if you're there, just say hi.
Yeah, and honestly, Skyway, it's a pretty tight venue. So anybody that's there, you will see.
But I will be there. I decided last minute I'm going to go ahead and make it down. So
nice.
I've never been to a Plus event, so
cross it off the list.
Yeah. So there we go. So if you see
All right.
me, simple as that.
All right, so it is the September 15th edition Impact Wrestling on Access TV and the YouTube. We're starting off X Division title match. I know this was actually when I hopped on the TNI UK briefly the other day, this was a topic that came up because it's been Mike Bailey kind of versus the world taking on these challengers. And we're going to start with X Division title, Mike Bailey against Mascara Dorada, who is the former Grand Metalik. So he won that number one contenders match. Now he's getting a chance at Mike Bailey. And to open the show, Alicia, what'd you think about this match featuring Mike Bailey?
I thought this was good energy to start the show off. Always exciting to see Speedball in the ring. Really gets the crowd fired up. Of course, he made quick working of Mascara, but I like this match.
Had a lot going. X Division, never a bad move to start the show to get the crowd both in the arena and at home engaged. Ash, what do you think of this X Division match?
We saw it live, didn't we? Yeah.
We did see it live.
I was going to ask, these are still the Texas tapings, right?
These are, yeah. We're through next week till Victory Road.
Yeah. I thought it was a pretty good match for Speedball. I always like seeing him, do his thing, wrestle. He's a great X Division champion. He's really raising that title. And I love seeing like all new opponents coming in. So live, it was great. Taping, I actually watched the taping today because I didn't last week. But it's interesting how everything's put together versus live from taping. So
it is. Sometimes it all depends. Sometimes if more follows, it's like, oh, it's pretty much in the order that you see it. But sometimes it's a little more mixed up, and these ones were that way. So if you were kind of there and trying to watch it back, you're like, wait a second. Wait. Huh? So it is definitely a little different. But that's the way that you can go to it, but then also watch it and enjoy it and kind of have a new, fresh set of eyes. Even though you're being there live, you can watch it again and be like, oh, okay. Maybe you see it a little differently.
Daniel, is that the match you lost your shoe in?
Oh, he did. There was a shoe issue.
Is that what you're referring to? Is that when you lost your shoe?
It's like, give the poor man his loafer back.
I thought we were friends.
Hey, he reffed that whole match without that shoe.
Yes, that's why you have black socks on underneath, for you almost can't even tell.
Can't even tell.
I wanted to ask if that was the reason why that refs wear black socks. I'm just
more professional, right?
Yeah, it's got to look. You got to blend it. You're a professional in there. Because there was the day where they all wore like a shiny shoe too. Now it's a little more, and some refs go a little different with like red shoes in Japan and all. But black's the standard.
It is possible it was that match. I wasn't too sure. I couldn't remember exactly which match it was.
You just know there was a shoe mission.
I remember because I was actually sitting in that corner where the shoe flew.
It flew. Oh, and just since we were talking about Victory Road, that just for some reason reminded me that there are meet and greets for Victory Road before and after the show and the fallout. So some new names. I know Killer Kelly's involved in there. So definitely take a look at that if you're attending in person as we get closer. But so the winner of this match obviously was Speedball. He retains the title, but there were some shenanigans because there was an attack by a member of Honor No More that Kenny King came out after the match was over, tried to take both guys out. So I don't know. Well, we kind of find out what's going to happen at Victory Road. Kenny King's on the outside. He's going to be involved in another match, but he's still at play here in the X Division. And that's what I was kind of telling the UK guys is they're all wondering, how much longer can you kind of go with the maybe random contenders, the versus the world. I think you can go a little bit longer, but probably not too long. But he kind of has this Kenny King feud sitting there, but maybe another couple big matchups, probably Bound for Glory. But then you had kind of another feud, get more feuds in that X division. It's always a great match division, but it is good for the champion to have a couple big feuds in there. So I think that's where we're going. So we go from that. We go from the victory. Then, we get that. He hit the.
Sorry.
We go back to the woods, which my favorite segment last week was the Violent by Design, and this one, same format. I'm really liking what they're doing here, where you get them coming out of the house. You got. Well, I'm not going to call him it. We're just calling him the designer and Diener. Because if you don't call him the designer, you're in for a bad time. And so poor guy thought he was EY. Forget that. You can't have that. And then these people like Justin, not our Justin from the TNI fam, but Justin, who thought he was a member of VBD. No, they're violence. So you got to get that right. I'm definitely liking what they're doing here. They used to do more stuff like this, maybe the pre-Panini era, but I'm really enjoying the return of this, and it's a great way to keep Violent by Design relevant with the change with Joe Doring. So this is really cool. Yeah, Ash, you weren't here last week. What do you think of this Violent by Design?
I was kind of curious to see what was going to happen, because I was like, are we getting another member? What could be next for Violent by Design? And I'm like, well, I would hate to, for us to lose a faction, at least an Impact, that's like Impact made, not factions from like other places coming in. So I was a little curious, but I'm kind of liking this direction. It's very you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of very much towards the end of Fight Club with all the space monkeys.
Yeah.
So I kind of dig that we're going in that direction. I think it's a good move for EY. It's a good move for Violent by the Design, and I think it's going to lead to a completely different storyline and something going a little bit more interesting, maybe a different route than what we're used to.
No, I'm definitely with you on this. And Alicia, I think you liked this segment last week. What do you think about it now in week 2 of what they're doing here?
Oh, I didn't see it last week because I wasn't here.
Oh, you were sick last week.
I was sick, yeah.
I'll tell you, it all blurred together. But yes, so luckily you're feeling better and you're back this week. That's the thing, that the cast keeps changing so much every week. I don't even know who's coming and going.
Keeping everyone on their toes, That way everybody, doesn't get too lagged and stuff. We just, switch it up. But anyway, I got to see a little bit more, because right now it's reminding me of something else that I'm just going to keep mum's the word right now.
I think I might know.
I just don't want to be controversial this early in the show.
Not too early.
That's what I'm here to be controversial.
4 minutes in.
All right. Well, I
mean,
there 3
initials? 3 initials?
Listen, yeah, you already know. Like, it just changed the color of the hoodie, and we've got.
No, we'll just leave it.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
if you know, you know.
If you know,
that's why I'm willing to let it air itself out. We Violent by Design has to really kind of find its grippings now that we've lost the Joe temporarily while he's doing his thing. We just got to see how it goes, but I like it. You add some spooky branchy trees, and I'm a fan. So let's do this cult stuff. I'm in. I'll drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, why not?
I keep playing Man of Constant Sorrow. I hope that's their new theme song.
I dug that. That was very gothic, noir, American Gothic. I dig it. It's good.
Yeah, like definitely do that. Definitely do that. That would be.
So we're a cult.
Yeah. Let's all drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, why not?
Kool-Aid time.
Everything in life, you know.
Well, we like it. We like it. So you have that segment. Then we go backstage. Mike Bailey with the coach, Scott D'Amore, that he will be facing former ROH wrestler and actually head booker for most of the time he was there in his last handful of years, Delirious. For the X Division title at Victory Road. So Delirious, who, what's the last time? Because we did see him in Impact not too long ago. Was he in the multiverse? I'm trying to. I feel like I saw him not that long ago in Impact as a one-off, but maybe it was another show. It's all blurred.
Was this right before the switch, before the purchase of ROH? Maybe because I want to say yeah too, but then I'm like maybe I'm thinking.
I have
of
a feeling it was during the hiatus, when Ring of Honor was kind of silent for a while. I thought he was put up at one taping set, a loop, but I forget which loop it was. So it was a while back. That was a while back. So, but we will do that, and then we do get in this same segment the reveal that that's not the only X Division title match. The return of the triple threat Revolver match that will determine the opponent at Bound for Glory for whoever wins the X Division title match, and that will everybody in the match. Laredo Kid, Black Taurus, Alex Zane, Yuya Yamura, Trey Miguel, Kenny King, Mia Yim, which I like, and I know the dirt sheets had kind of put it out there that he was going to be returning, but the return of Frankie Kazarian, the X Division legend, came back at Victory Road. So definitely
Kazarian is always welcome at Impact. Period.
No doubt. It's just like the Machine Guns. Kazarian, open door policy for Kaz, the Guns, like Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. Whenever they want to show up, you're welcome. Come on board.
If he ever wants to be Serotonin Kaz again, we'll never say no.
Serotonin. I'm with you on that.
Yes.
So that should be a great match at Victory Road. Ash, you're going now. You'll be there to see this match at Victory Road.
Yeah.
What do you think about the return of the Revolver match?
Oh, let's go. Rock and roll. I'm all for it, you know.
All right. So
let's get it down.
And let us know in the chat. What do you think about the return of the Revolver match, and who do you think's going to win? I know it's early.
That answers our question.
All right, and you know what, T. Hughes? Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was a different show I was at. It could be.
I don't know, Bill. They all blend together after a while.
When you're involved in wrestling and you have to watch as much as all of us do, it does just blend together.
Well, that's the thing, because a lot of times you do see some of the talent working in multiple companies, even TV product type companies. So it's a lot tougher than it used to be to see what will happen. But yeah, like maybe CD, Christopher Daniels. So we do got some people wondering. We got a bunch of different names. So very, very cool. There we go. We got.
Oh, go for it.
What's that?
Go for it, Bill. No, go for it.
Oh, well, we got Kevin Martin here. Always good to see Kevin. Lots of news coming out tonight, Shouters. No doubt, Kevin. Anything you want to tease while you're here? Any other news?
While we're waiting for
you
Kevin,
like an Iceman?
Bill, Courtney wants to know if you can go over the rules for a Revolver match again.
The rules of the Revolver match. Oh, it's been a while. I don't want to.
It's been some time. I'll be honest with you.
It has been some time.
It's been a hot minute.
Honestly, I want to make sure I get them all right. I know kind of the basics of it, but hold on. I'm actually
early Asylum episodes.
It is. Yeah, you got to, because that's the thing. We reviewed them, and it almost is like it didn't feel like they always followed the same rules. I'm just double checking here to make sure that I.
I'm sorry, yawned.
Yeah,
it's been a long day for me.
No worries.
Well, actually, you know what? It looks like they did do it not too long ago. It looks like
It's been a hot minute.
yeah, because it's multiple triple threat matches.
Yeah.
At least that's what they use. That's usually how they did it, like triple threat, and then they would face off against each other.
There we go. Thank you, Critical Sting.
Yeah, did he put it? Yeah. And that, yeah.
I'm gonna go Mia.
complete.
I'm gonna go Mia. Why not? I'm gonna root for Mia.
I would like that because I really wanted like Jordan Grace when she was kind of being teased in the X division. I know Trent, I could speak for him not being here because we wanted to see it all the way back in the Asylum days. We really thought that we would have an early knockout female X division champion, but it's never happened. Still, it's shocking that it's never happened.
I mean,
it's time.
We had a male KO champion. Y'all forget that.
No.
Forget that.
We also had a male KO tag young. So
Yeah.
And we were just talking about it.
And we had male tag KO tag champion, which is EY.
EY, he's done it all. He's done it all.
Yeah, but I'm going for Mia.
So,
yeah.
Definitely got to. I think I'll be rooting for Mia too. Although I think if I have to put a bet on it right now, I'd probably say Kaz, but we'll see.
Only if he dresses like he's from serotonin.
Only serotonin, Kaz.
Gotta have the eyeliner.
Well, based on current events, I don't think he can be the elite hunter right now. So time for a new Tron. So we'll see
I think it works. I think he did his job.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a perfect opening. I didn't mean it.
Wait, hold on. It's been a while. You know what, Alicia? I got to give it to you. You're going to get the J gun.
He looks like he kind of reacts to it, but is like, oh, well, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
So on to the next match. Wait, did we really talk about Speedball talking to Scott?
Yes.
Yes. We finished that up, so on to all right.
Let's go to the next match.
Yeah. So right now we're tag team action here. We got the maybe team of Moose and Steve Maclin against Decay, Crazy Steve, Black Taurus, and for all those that were, and I know there's a few of you in chat, I remember, that were not fans on BTI last week of Crazy Steve beating Shane Taylor, but now that me not even remembering, then neither of you, well, maybe neither of you. I don't know who's on the show or not, but Shane Taylor was defeated by Crazy Steve on BTI, and I know a lot of people were very opinionated on the matter. I thought that was the right thing, and I think there's almost some buzz and there's a push right now for Decay, just Taurus and Steve, and I know there was. Anytime you have these guys that are going to be in a barbed wire massacre trying to work together, you know it's not going to work out for them. But that was to the benefit of Decay in this match. Alicia, I know you're a big Decay fan from way back. What would you think of this match?
Crazy Steve and the Menagerie.
You go back. You go back to Nutsy and Company and the freak Rob Terry. Bring him back.
Rebel. Don't forget Rebel.
Oh, Rebel. Can't forget Rebel.
This match was, I hate to say it, predictable, but fun nonetheless, because of course Maclin and Moose can't get their shit together, and Decay always seems to benefit in those situations, so they got the win tonight. But I think most of our eyes were glued to the shenanigans that occurred afterwards with Sammy and his fabulous and convenient evidence.
Look at this dumbass.
Dumbass not here tonight.
Well, you're right. This was something where he comes out and he's showing the backstage, well, the secret camera. You're caught on candid camera.
The secret cameras.
Well, you got Moose talking to one of my favorite characters in Impact Wrestling, Artie Evans. But when he's his man here, and then you got Maclin on the phone wearing a great shirt that I'm surprised he wore for that segment, because I can't imagine Impact will ever sell that shirt, but it would be great if they did. But just say pretty much how they're trying to screw each other over, but very entertaining. But yeah, then it all gets crazy. Yeah, J-Bone maybe watching ET. He's never going to see ET, Gary. We got to give up on it.
I know that's what I saw earlier, and I just went, "Oh my god!"
It's J-Bone. Right? What are you going to do with the guy? He's not even here, and he's doing J-Boneisms.
I'm glad he was able to sell his house and get into his. Is it a new one? Is he?
Well, no, he's not out of his old one yet. He's busy doing stuff in prep of selling the house, so that's why he's so busy. He's recarpeting the old house right now, so that's why he's not here tonight. So busy stuff, doing work at the old homestead.
Adulting.
But Callahan, he I'll tell you, Maclin took some shots with the old barbed wire bat. So we get a little taste of the match at Victory Road.
It's gonna be wild. These three are really mad at each other too. Sammy stirred the hornet's nest, and so now it's everybody gunning for each other. And that's how we like to see a triple threat.
That is for Victory Road, that is the premier match. They built the whole show around this match. So do not miss that. That's the ticket seller for this show.
Yeah, this segment was really good. Sammy showing up on the balcony and the way it all kind of played out, it was good. It's like a what's in the box situation. What's in the box?
In my ass.
Ooh,
another Brad Pitt.
You're right. Bad day. We got a Fight Club and
Seven.
I can't believe we don't have what's in the box as a bite. That's kind of
I gotta put in a special box. What's in the box?
So
that's good.
As long as someone
Ted's
not in the box. Very good movie. Underrated. So we go from there. Now we're at another backstage segment featuring three of our favorite people: Rosemary, Taya, and Jessica, because she's what?
Sick.
That's right. She is. And they're talking about the loss last week that Taya had to Chelsea Green, and pretty much Jessica's got the idea. You know what? It wasn't my fault. Rosemary, it was your fault. And shockingly, Taya agrees with Jessica.
Yeah.
So what do you think's happening here? They're saying they agreed at the end to kind of try again, test it out. But it seems are we seeing a team of Taya and Jessica and not Rosemary?
I maybe wouldn't go that far. But what we're seeing here is maybe Rosemary wants Jessica to be so much like how her Havoc persona was, that she's overlooking the fact that that's not who she is anymore. And maybe she should give who Jessica is now a shot, and so everyone will be on the same mimosa page.
Oh, you got to be on the same mimosa page.
'Cause I'm sick!
Yeah, like she just said, it's sick. You got to have your mimosas, but not too many mimosas, because then you'll get sick. Champagne hits different because of the bubbles.
I'm not a big champagne drinker. I never was.
Champagne.
I made hobo mimosas one time. and that is basically Tang, but they were
Tang?
Jello shots. It's Tang and champagne, but in a Jello shot form, and everyone had a maybe too good of a time.
Oh
What
my
color
God.
Jello?
It was like orangey.
It's got to be orange Jello.
Orangey bronze, maybe, because the champagne is like a golden color.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I'm intrigued. I am intrigued.
Listen, Jello shots are dangerous as it is. Add champagne into that mixture, and it becomes even more dangerous.
Yeah, I'm used to like the vodka in the green Jello shot. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah, when I was
But it's been a while. It's been a while.
I never I never tried mimosas. Let's face it, when I was a drinker, I drank Jack and Coke all the time.
Oh yeah,
I've
been there.
Yeah, that was a lifestyle. Okay, I had.
Me and Jack don't talk anymore.
Now don't talk.
But
You're not on speaking terms.
We're not on speaking terms.
Mind you, I don't drink anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, when I was a drinker, there were two drinks that I had: a gin martini and Jack and Coke. So me and Jack, we were best friends for a while.
No mo.
Yep.
We're keeping it clean here. Keep it clean. Kid show. So we go from that. We got we got a match. And it's this is all right. I take back what I said about a kid show. It's Killer Kelly versus Alicia. And you got Tasha on commentary with Savannah Evans. And let's just say Killer Kelly doesn't have too much trouble with Alicia, but she always gives the effort. Everybody loves Alicia. But after this match, I think that's the story. And we get her and Tasha kind of going at it. But I'll start with you, Ash. What'd you think of this? Because you saw it there live. What'd you think of this? Any opinions on the match, but then pretty much Tasha and Kelly after the match?
Let's call it what it is. It was a quick match. We're going to politely say that. Love Alicia. But it's what I'm interested in is the story between what it's going to develop between Kelly and Steels. That's what I'm more invested in. And I want to see how that goes because Tasha doesn't seem to be afraid of her.
No, she doesn't.
Tasha's intrigued.
She's intrigued. I think everyone's intrigued right now because that is the Killer Kelly character. Intriguing is the word.
I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know where the direction this is going with this rivalry between the two of them, but maybe I'm being too optimistic by saying they might even end up on the same side.
Oh,
possibly. Yeah,
because I know Tom Hannafin was I guess he was saying like, oh, looks like she said see you at Victory Road. So I was just checking. I don't think anything's officially announced, but it seems like maybe we get something between them at Victory Road. We'll see. It's definitely an interesting storyline they're doing here because we went from the backstage attack, her letting everyone know she likes to be watched, to this face off on the ground in the ring. So they're definitely the lines they're kind of blending with this storyline are interesting for sure. Something they really haven't done in some time in the Knockouts division. So they're definitely bringing something fresh to the Knockouts division. So a lot of good knockout storylines, always in Impact Wrestling, but especially tonight's show. As we get over, there's even more. A lot of knockout storylines featured heavily tonight. Hey, we got another Impact guy. Big John Bird and Big Guns John. How you doing, John? Oh, okay. And definitely check out John, feel free to put the link in there, and we will definitely push that out. Actually, right before we were going live, I had on in the background Eddie Edwards and Steve Maclin, who were doing a hosted call for the Titanium ticket holders for Victory Road tonight, right after the show ended. So definitely Eddie still, even if he's on or no more, the heart and soul of Impact Wrestling, no doubt. And Steve Maclin, I think, a future world champion. So great to see John. For anybody maybe recent to TNI or even Impact Wrestling, John, excellent as one of the hosts of BTI in the past when they were in Skyway. John, they're going back to Skyway for Victory Road. I hope maybe you're attending. Let us know if you'll be there. Would definitely like to say hello. So, but always good to see John Bird. So we have all we need is a wild David Penzer, and we got everybody here tonight.
End of the show.
Thanks for
always
joining.
the end of the show.
Yeah, he's always the end of the show. He's always he's busy. He's doing Penzer things. So
Things.
yes, it's busy guy. So now we get we kind of broke it in the news earlier, and I saw Bell's Boy mention it again. But we get a video package, and as soon as they started showing the video package, because you just see the little Access TV logo in the corner, and it's a Joe Henry video, and it's his new theme song. But there was a lot of the British wrestlers over in the UK, like Ashley Vega and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
very cool to see the return. And we need Joe Henry. We need him. We need him back. Henry. It's so easy. But Joe Henry coming back is definitely a very cool thing. I'm just interested in how soon it's going to be. Is it going to be Victory Road, Bound for Glory, or we're just going to keep getting videos? As long as we keep getting videos, I'm okay.
My note here says, "Oh God, not Joe Henry again."
Well, I think you even messaged that.
I did, except I'm Typo City in the chat, so it came out like you on not Joe Henry again. I don't know. But
it's definitely not the common spelling, so you got to get used to it. Once we see him for a little while, he'll be good. Oh, yeah. And everyone can make the jokes. The dude that got flatlined. Was that by Ace Steel? Oh, no. He didn't bite him, though.
No.
So we'll just move on from there. So now we got, honestly, we are at a tag team title match. The current champions, Honor No More or OGK, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, and accompanied by the lovely Maria, against world champion Josh Alexander, former world champion Rich Swann. Interesting, once again, match where you're going to have, but once again, you have guys, do you know if they can work together or not? They seem to work during the match together pretty well, but we saw what happened. Typical Maria. That's why she's the best in the business. And then Heath, you can't let the ref see when you do that. That's a big no-no. And especially Rich Swann, not a fan of this. So, Ash, what'd you think of this match and then this ending?
Oh, yeah. This was also at the taping. I was kind of interested in the fact that they paired Josh and Swann together, but the current champion, a former champion, honestly, I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying a lot of the feuds with OGK, Honor No More, but then again, I also like Maria, so I also like Maria Kanellis, so but yeah, no, solid, definitely one of the most interesting pairings, but not surprising. It works little, and it's always good to see Josh in the ring.
So obviously, they wind up getting disqualified due to a little redheaded rebel.
Oh, baby!
So, Alicia, what did you think about Heath getting involved here? Did you have a Rich Swann reaction to this, or where he wasn't happy?
I had oh man, it's Heath doing that thing again for the 6th week in a row. This is the only part of the match I caught. For some reason, I mixed this match up with the Bullet Club match at the end. I didn't see this match. I didn't see the other one. I know, how could someone do such a thing?
It's okay. It's okay. There was a lot of
that's subjective.
There was a lot of text. It's okay.
There was. Because
there was quite a
we're
bit
building up.
He's doing repetitive storyline stuff, and yeah, okay.
Well, he was, but he was kind of getting away with it. But he didn't get away with it here. He got caught. Maria got away with it because Maria's the best.
Yeah.
So
she was ready.
She was ready. So they came out on top, but it did, and we'll get into the segment where we find out what happens going forward regarding these guys, this crew of characters. But before we get there, and I gotta say, maybe one of my favorite segments of the night, we go backstage, and it's the Swing Man and Ziggy Dice with the huge pizza that's only available in Dallas, Texas. And they're going into that locker room where Jordan Grace, and it has the Masha's gonna kill you with all the pictures of her. Oh, yeah. And then Ziggy Dice kind of delivering the folder, and it has the picture of who her poison's going to be at Victory Road. And it's Max the Impaler. And they didn't say it during there, but it said later, it's Max the Impaler with a certain manager there, Alicia, that I know you're going to like. And it's one Father James Mitchell will be managing Max the Impaler.
Lucky Max.
So that's going to be something to see there. I wasn't expecting that. When I saw him in the graphic, I'm like, who booked this? And I'm like, good job. Well, you know what? I think Sammy, he would even say this.
Good job, Scott. Good job.
It's a big deal. I mean, you come in, it's your first spot with Impact Wrestling, and they pair you up with the good old sinister minister.
It almost doesn't feel like a one-off. And I know Truck was a big proponent of bringing in Max for a while in the Knockouts division. So like almost like a modern, like an Amazing Kong, like somebody like or
it'll
Havoc
be like a dream
when she
match.
first got. Yeah, so that's going to be something. That could be a show stealer. So definitely stay tuned for that.
That's awesome.
And Ash, are you familiar with Max the Impaler? Any thoughts on her and which will be, I believe, her Impact debut? I don't think she's ever had a match here.
Not too familiar, I'll be honest, but I am familiar with the father, so let's see how it goes.
Hey,
I'm ready for anything new at this point.
Could she be the first of a new disciple of the new church?
Possibly.
Maybe. Oh, hold on. We got somebody in the chat here. It's Lakers. Lakers, how you doing, buddy? Every time we get Lakers, who's an original? He's an OG TNI guy. So always got to give respect to Lakers.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't watch NWA. So there you go.
Yeah.
Apologies.
And there you go. So we go from there to then we get the follow up to that tag match we just had. And it's Scott D'Amore with Heath, Rich Swann, and Josh Alexander. And he's letting us know that at Victory Road, it'll be a 6-man tag match featuring Eddie Edwards and the tag team champions OGK of Honor No More against Josh, Rich, Heath. Some could say a 3-man band. I won't say that, but some could say it. And can they work together? It seems up for debate among their, like, Heath's like, yeah, we can do it. Josh kind of gives him like, okay. Rich doesn't seem convinced. So 6-man tag action. What do you think? Do you think? Well, what do you think about this match? I think we all thought Josh, he wasn't going to be defending the title because we knew the main event. He'd be in some type of tag match. So instead of just doing like a 5-on-5, which they've done a lot recently, I think a 6-man tag, nice way to go here.
Yeah.
So that should be an interesting match. We'll see if it almost feels like Honor No More. It has to be the favorites going into this match, which will then give Eddie momentum going into Bound for Glory. So we'll see. T. Hughes, I did not try the pizza. I missed it. If I go back there again, I will try because I feel like it's not even. I don't know if it's very close to the factory or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've missed it.
To be honest with you,
but I do like a nice slice of pizza, so I'm intrigued. So hopefully pizza. All right, so we go to a match, and we're on the last rodeo. The next step in the last rodeo featuring the legend. Hardcore Country! We got Mickie James taking on Hyan, who we have Hyan.
Texas local gal.
Another Texas girl, part 2. Once again, similar. I wouldn't say it was easy for Mickie, but she got through it without too much. But definitely she had to work a little bit for it, which is kind of like you're seeing her go up the ladder here. And all to try to get that Knockouts title. That's the goal. But Alicia, what'd you think here? What'd you think of Mickie on her second step in the last rodeo?
So far, so good. I mean, as if we thought Mickie would struggle much in a situation like this, being one of the greatest to ever hit the ring. I like it though. I like this. She gets the win, of course, and Giselle comes out, and that's where things start getting super interesting.
You're not wrong, and hey, I got to give credit. Super interesting. Super sticker from Brian Field. We thank you, Brian. Always one of our supporters, and there's a coach that's going to support you in a second here.
When you can find it.
Impact Wrestling!
Right now, there's so many. If you saw the TNI UK show, so many past guests gave video messages. The board's full of stuff. So it's all different today. I got to kind of funnel through it a little differently. But they're in there somewhere. So that is Mickie James. Mickie James, what do you think here, Ash, about Mickie James and the last rodeo?
Oh, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to ultimately end up with her and Giselle at the end. Anyways, I think that's definitely where it's going.
It feels like the Giselle thing. Obviously, they're teasing it. How soon? We'll find out.
I'm not sure how soon. Oh my God, I almost said, I can't talk right. No, I'm not sure either exactly how soon, but I think that's where it's...
Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you see this happening? Is this Bound for Glory? Is it sooner? We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's where the last rodeo is heading, you know?
Well, you know where we're heading so far. We're 1 hour into the podcast, chugging along. And if you haven't yet, you got to do what, Alicia?
I don't know.
You got to hit that like button. You got to You gotta hit the subscribe.
notifications. Make sure you're getting the notifications, guys.
There you go. Do all that good stuff. All right. Hard to kill. All right. Victory Road.
That's good. Good idea. Hard to kill. Shit.
Hard to kill. It could happen. Oh, and I know we talked about in the news last week. They're talking about street teams. Atlanta is the next street team after all the cities we know of. Is that the city for Hard to Kill? We'll see. Sounds like it could be. Unconfirmed, but that is the scuttlebutt. So we go from the hardcore country, Mickie James. Can't ever go wrong with that. Then we go backstage to another vignette style that we saw recently with PCO and Vincent, where he's kind of talking to him. He has him kind of in a hood. Vincent's trying to keep him in Honor No More, like pretty much. I did this for you. You're doing this, but you're in Honor No More. And is it getting through to him? It seems like it, but it's PCO. Who knows? He's not human. We'll see what's going to happen. But I know, obviously, you were there in person, Ash. But Alicia, seeing it now on television, what do you think's happening with PCO? Do you think PCO can coexist with Honor No More? Do you think Vincent can keep him in check?
Does he want to keep him in check?
Oh.
That's, I think, the real question we should be asking is,
maybe Vincent's not in this Honor No More.
Maybe whatever is going on, I see them splitting off together. It's like Dr. Frankenstein and his monster to a certain degree. But I feel like what you really got to listen. I can't quote it verbatim, but you really got to listen to what Vincent is saying to PCO to get the idea that maybe he's trying to get him under his own thumb for other reasons that remain to be seen. So I got a sneaky suspicion about this, but let's rock and roll.
All right.
We're just here for the ride.
So, speaking of the ride, we're going to be going on a ladder match ride next week on Impact on Access TV.
Yes.
And that is the next backstage promo where we see a certain Brian Myers talking about his career and how he started as the Edgeheads and all with Mr. Cardona, or as we like to call him around here, not Matt Cardona, but something more fitting of such a star.
But the truth is, you're nothing but a mid-Cardona.
And he's kind of saying how, like, Bhupinder, like, you're young, you're kind of getting. Oh wait, hold on, no. Before I get into that, Roden Blue, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, Ronan. TNI fam, member of the Patreon. So don't forget, you can also subscribe to that. Be part of the crew there for the extra content and the elusive secret rooms on the Discord. So
appreciate it.
But Ronan, don't think I forgot about you. I didn't forget about you. The coach didn't forget about you. He's on his way to give you a little bit of
Impact Wrestling.
We gotta put that like on the top.
It should be the intro, Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, because we end up having to hit that quite frequently every week.
Yeah, like unless there's a time where we get like a new one, and then it's maybe we'll mix it in with something else.
Yeah,
but until then, we got to keep it as is. So we're leading in ladder match next week. Bhupinder, Brian Myers. Alicia, what do you think about a ladder match on Impact Wrestling for the DMs?
Let's do it.
Title?
Yeah, say hell yeah. Bhupinder's got to get his shots. What better way to earn them than in a ladder match?
Love a ladder match. Come on, Bhupinder. Come on.
Can I just say offhand is that I feel like a ladder match is like one of the hardest matches to really kind of what's the word I want to use here? Fake. I know it's a word we don't like in this business, but because like it's real steel, like it's metal, like there's no way that you're not taking that full damage, you know what I mean?
You're gonna feel it the next day. You're feeling
you're hurt and then needing the ice and the whatever else you need to feel better after a ladder match. But kudos to anyone in the business who's ever done one, and to the guys going into one. More power to you, because I could never.
Ladder match is it's something, because you're right. Like even like years ago, it used to be like, a steel cage match. Like that's rough on you. But honestly, steel cage match, I'm not talking Impact, but in general, a lot of steel cage matches became like, is it even there? Yeah. They're like not even using the cage. Yeah. So, okay. But a ladder match, you got to use the ladders. So you're right. You definitely get a lot going on there. But so we go from there and we're at the main event. We're at because they gave this main event a good amount of time. Yeah, we're there. And it's a match we have not seen in Impact Wrestling before. It's two legendary tag teams, the Motor City Machine Guns against the Good Brothers. And
this has never happened?
Nope.
Not in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. The other place. Yeah, right. Wink.
But this, so first I got to go to Ash. I know she's a big Motor City Machine Gun fan. What'd you think about this main event?
Oh, we saw it live though, and I feel kind of bad about, because they announced the matches and I had no idea where the taping was going. So once again, I apologize to everyone when I said that the other match was a banger match. But
and that's tough because, and I get it, and I think the Impact does the right thing, because to get people like when we were there in Texas excited for those cards, they announced these matches. So it isn't like they were hidden, but by them announcing matches publicly on their social media, Twitter, Facebook, you knew who was going to win this match if you want to get into that game, because it was out of order. So now that it's happened, we can say that it was like that. But that's the kind of like unintended spoiler, but it happens, and they put it out there. Luckily enough happens, just like this. Like I forgot for a second who was on the show last week. I don't know. The same thing, like with the Impact, so many things happen. Who knows what happened a couple weeks ago? That's ancient history to me right now. But what'd you think of the actual match here? Guns versus Good Brothers.
Yeah, this was on. So yeah, I can't say what night it was without anything. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm not being biased. I swear I'm not being biased. I like the Good Brothers as well. I wasn't surprised that Motor City won. I really didn't, just mainly because they have the most history with Impact in general as a tag team. Solid finish. Live, it was great. Winner will face Aussie Open. Yeah, they announced before the main event. Oh, we know. We know.
Yeah, the winner will face Aussie Open. So that's so now you got that next week.
Yeah.
So real quick,
Alicia, what do you think?
I was just gonna say, it's just a quick fly on that Aussie Open thing. So I didn't see their Impact stint, but I saw them in a match on Circle 6, and we really enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know, man. If anyone's watching Circle, not to pop a different company right now, but if anyone's watching that, like they're getting Impact dudes on Circle 6, like Josh Alexander, Rich Swann. They got a lot of the Rascals popping in there that aren't signed.
They're doing a lot of shows like Ohio area, right?
Actually,
I know
they're
they're going
kind
around
of
the country.
they've been Midwest and so Ohio, Texas. They've done a bunch of shows. They're going out in California. I'm not sure when they intend to come like out east or whatever, but they have done shows, I believe, in Philly. One show they haven't done many shows. Don't quote me, but I'm sorry to pop another company, but I saw Aussie Open and they really impressed me.
They're a solid, like, good tag team, and that's just like I'm trying to hold, like, not saying like certain like words
Mhm.
on YouTube, but they're really good, like solid, like damn, that is a tag team.
When we were talking about them,
Great Aussie cunt, man.
yeah, like Aussie Open, you can
Shit.
see just like all those New Japan Strong talent.
Oh, they're okay. Okay.
They got you can tell the potential. Like you can see, like they're really good now. But to think about where they're going to be a couple years from now, like you're talking probably one of the best tag teams in the world in like 2 to 3 years, no doubt.
No doubt. Like seeing them live is completely different. I will tell you that.
Now, Paul, I saw asked a question there, and I know this was a hot dirt sheet topic. And we'll bring it up now and while we're talking about the main event. Good Brothers, are they done with Impact Wrestling? I know, I think maybe it was Karl may have recently said, like, see you soon, Japan. So I think, obviously, they're going to be doing some stuff over in New Japan for a bit. But I still think because of Impact being pretty easy to work with this relationship, I think they're probably going to be back in Impact in some capacity in the near future. I don't think they're gone. I don't think they're part of an active storyline right now after this probably. But I don't see them going back up north. They can do whatever. Like they were on AEW every show for like months way back. But now's probably not a good time for them to return down there right now for storyline purposes either. So I don't see an immediate storyline. I see a break from Impact right now, but I don't necessarily think they're gone. Any opinions here? Ash, what do you think?
I'm going to agree with you. I think they're going to be out for a while and then back, just like just like a lot of people. I think they'll be out for maybe a few months. And then
sort of like Mickie was. Like Mickie was around for everything, and then she was gone for like 4 months, and then she's back again. And I think you're going to see something similar with the Good Brothers. And I guess that's the whole thing is let us know in the chat. What do you think? Because I know the Good Brothers probably among everybody on the roster probably get the most opinions on them if either people love them or want them gone. It's but you can't argue like when they had that Slammiversary announcement of signing, it was the most viral Impact like tweet ever when that happened. So they do, and then like with their podcast, which I know I guess it's on like a hiatus right now. The other stuff they do, I think Talking Shop's on a break right now for whatever reason. But all those other things they do, just like Cardona, Myers, that does add something. Maybe it's not like the immediate dividends, but it definitely gives Impact. That we started off this show talking about a hire in marketing, a full-time hire in marketing. It's the same thing with certain wrestlers. Like you might want to break the bank for when you might consider a superstar that would probably hurt the company, honestly.
Also,
compared to doing these other things.
Also, ahead, shout out to whoever did the editing in this match because I was there live and I heard you all chanting "Detroit sucks" in Dallas.
Oh, are you from Detroit? Sorry.
Well, there was some. Well, you got to remember, it was a preseason game, but I know what the Cowboys played on Friday. So
we weren't supposed to give out
Friday was a little light because more people were at a Cowboys preseason game compared to the Saturday.
I heard all of you in the factory You were all chanting Detroit sucks.
And that doesn't usually happen. Usually.
And I saw, and there you are tweeting all about how, the Motor City. I was there. I heard you.
They were.
I felt outnumbered. It was me and Bill, the only ones there on Motor City side. I'm telling you. No, I'm just kidding. That's over exaggerating, but still. I felt a little outnumbered. Yes, they did. Right, Bill. They were chanting Detroit sucks.
They were. All right. So
they won at the end of the night. That's all that matters.
Alicia, any thoughts?
No.
Like closing on the main event.
No. I'm sorry. What did you say, Bill? You cut out.
Oh, any thoughts on the main event at the end there?
It was pretty awesome. Of course, I'm going to be saying that I'm happy that the Motor City Machine Guns took the win.
I agree.
And yeah, well, you guys, I'm just, good brothers ain't for me.
No. I know they're not for everybody, but I think they still do add a lot to the company, and I'd be on board for a return, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you were saying before, I feel like it's one of those situations where I think they're just going to go away for a hot minute, get fresh, and come back. Sometimes I know a lot of the wrestling standard might be, just go, put yourself out there, but sometimes you got to kind of back off a little bit so people can miss you. Yeah. And so, I'm sure whatever they plan on doing, it's going to be good, and hopefully they'll stay with the company. They fit in good with Impact, so.
Yeah, Impact does a good job of almost realizing that sometimes the absence does make the heart grow fonder in these situations where you give other people some spotlight, other people maybe go on, as opposed to just having them in like a storyline that doesn't make sense. Just kind of write them off, bring them back when needed. So we'll see. Yeah,
I was going to say, there's always going to be need for the Bullet Club, especially because we've got Ace and Bay running around. So that door is always semi-open. So
you're right. And speaking of that, that's another little piece of news because Impact will be going to Las Vegas next month. And I noticed that they're playing Friday, I think it's the 21st and the 22nd at Sam's Town. On the 23rd, that Sunday, Future Stars of Wrestling, the promotion down in Vegas where like Chris Bay, Hammerstone, and all started, they're doing their big annual show, Mecca, that Sunday, the day after. I know like Chris Bay's booked for that, some other Davey Richards, but it wouldn't shock me if maybe even some other Impact because it's the day after the Impact taping. So, and obviously any Impact fans going out there, I will be there. So make it a 3 days of wrestling show.
I will not be there.
Never know. Last minute.
Yeah, then again, I'm a last minute person. I was like, I wasn't going to go to Victory. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. When the tells you to go and you keep.
Honestly, there may not be another chance to do a show at Skyway Studios. Because this was supposed to be, and Alicia, I know you got a lot of stuff going on, so you may not have made it. But would you have been at? Because it was supposed to be at the 2300 Arena, Victory Road. It would have been in Philly this Friday.
No.
A little too busy, so maybe it worked out better.
Busy. If I wasn't busy, I would definitely have gone because I love the 2300 Arena. It's my favorite place in Philly. But shit happens.
It does.
And I kept putting up, boundaries, and then the universe kept knocking them down, and I said, well, I guess I'm going then, huh?
Yeah. Hey, if you can go, you go. That's how I always look at it. If you can make it, it's worth going because especially if you haven't been to an Impact show, or if you have been, I think everyone here that's been to one would be like, you know what, that's a good time. A lot of wrestling shows you go for and I know not everybody can depending on where you are. so enjoying on TV. But if you can ever go to a live show, Impact, I think that's what brings the fans back. That's what gives this loyal fan base for 20 years is that experience that you get at an Impact show compared to some other companies. For a pretty big company, how close you can get, how interactive you can be, it's something you really can't get other places. And that's kind of where Impact stands out among all the others. It's like a local, like almost like a local indie, but it's on a bigger platform, which is territory wrestling at its finest. But that's our show. So
That's it.
Any final opinions, feel free to give them along with your socials, where they can find you. So Ash, where can they find you, and what are you up to right now? Like anything to plug, because any articles coming out, anything specific out there?
It was a very emotional day for me. I officially set the deadline for Halloween of this year, October 31st. I will be retiring the keyboard in pro wrestling writing.
Oh,
I will know
what brought this on?
I've been wanting to do it. I haven't been quite happy, I haven't with my work lately, but I've been working on something for about a year that I've been wanting to release as my final main editorial piece, my last one. And I got a couple more articles coming out before then, but the big one will debut October 31st. It will be my last pro wrestling editorial article, but I'll still be doing podcasting and interviewing. I'm going to primarily focus on that. And get into some other type of writing maybe, but I'll still be around in the wrestling media world.
Awesome.
It'll just be my last article. Now I can't tell you what it is, but just know it is something dear to my heart. A lot of fans, generations since, let's say, this goes back, something I've been wanting to do, and this goes back to 2005 to 2006, so that'll give you an idea, and it's still pretty active. So it was an emotional day for me. You can follow me on the socials there, and I am officially, as of yesterday, I am on Playboy now.
Woo!
Oh, congratulations.
You can find me at centerfold.com/ the same at ARoseCPE. So I am listed on there. So that's what's new. And I'm not going to lie, it's been a gloomy day because tomorrow's my birthday, my 35th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It's not midnight yet.
Oh, the birthday wish is already coming in. I always start the 15th.
Nice. Well, you got a whole weekend. Oh.
So,
yeah.
So it's, I've been kind of like off mentally today.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot.
I feel hella old. I'm not going to lie, guys. So,
30, mid-30s is the new 20s.
no, I hear that, but please, tell me otherwise.
They're with you. It's it all differs, and honestly, the whole the craziness of the last couple years have made the last couple birthdays feel very awkward. It's like you don't even know how to react to them anymore. So definitely there with you, but luckily, at least a lot of people here, like the people in the chat and all, the wrestling community, the here in our TNI community, get a lot of, especially when you couldn't see people for the most part for so long. It was good to have this way of interaction with our crew here and every people now out at shows again. It's great to see people, but we appreciate you being on, and happy birthday, Ash. And Alicia, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Alicia B. Cakey. I am also lurking in the Discord, so watch how the fuck you act.
That's right.
I am judging.
Judge. Here comes the judge. And I know, Ash, I've seen you in the Discord as well. I think most of the people in the chat are in the Discord. So definitely hang out the Discord. I know we've had a lot of new people in the Discord lately. I think some people have been promoting it maybe on Reddit. I thought I saw. So definitely everyone's welcome. It's a obviously still Impact focused, but a lot of other things going on in the Discord. The link is below. So
It's
definitely
multi-universal in the Discord.
Yeah.
There's different things going on in there. There's a section for pets.
Yeah,
There's
you can cooking.
There's a Kenny Omega section.
There is a Kenny Omega section. Why? I don't know, but there is.
I go in there. And I hear the battle cry every now and then again. It still hits me sometimes.
You might have to connect that with the pet section, since I hear he likes dogs.
Nostalgia. I hear the battle cry. Oh, I do. Nostalgia. Like, there's
gotta love the battle cry.
We love the battle cry. There's a section for there's a section for thirst tweeting. I think, I don't know.
Well, there is something like that. There is something like that. So
I had to yell at everybody there.
Yeah, that's where Alicia comes out and like
Playboy or Playgirl.
You're like, be good. Be good.
Be good. Respect.
She hits everyone
people.
over the head. She hits everyone over the head.
Horny jail, bunk.
Hey, at least you're not doing it on Maine.
Yeah, so get your fix at the in the Discord. And then obviously you can find this podcast at We Talk Impact on all the social medias, Total Nonstop Impact, obviously here on the YouTube. Feel free to comment later if you didn't see or hear us live, or if you're an audio listener, you can find us on all major podcasts everywhere around the world, and in all the countries. Let us know. If you're a new listener, feel free to put a little comment. Let us know where you're listening from. Always appreciate it. If you want, you can obviously hop on the Patreon too for some extra shows. Like I said, extra rooms, watch-alongs on the Discord. Feel free to do that. And if you want to support the show via merch, you can hop on Pro Wrestling Tees or Spreadshirt. Links below. Get yourself some merch. He's not here tonight, but I got to help the Bone Man out. Go support Smash's podcast as well. Our partner show over there with J-Bone. And don't forget, we also still have, once again, the UK lads, their 100th episode of Impacted. They'll be on again next Wednesday. So you get back-to-back days of TNI. So definitely check them out next Wednesday. And I'm guessing we'll probably be doing a Patreon show in the next couple days. We'll figure something out. Probably maybe an after dark or a family dinner. Details in the Discord for those that need to know. You'll know. But once again, thank you to Ash. Thank you to Alicia for joining me tonight on this Thursday. And well, on the East Coast, it's almost officially your birthday, Ash. But I guess you still got an hour plus over where you're at.
I'm already getting the wishes from the UK.
No, nice.
So those are coming in already. So I've been like watching the timeline. It's my phone.
So for everybody in the comments later, wish Ash a happy birthday, because that's what we do here in the TNI fam. But now next week, like I said, I'll be at OVW next Thursday. So hopefully the Bone Man, whoever else can make it's around. I'm sure I'll still be a part of the show at some point, but I probably will not be at a hotel or anything. So if I don't see you guys that much, or I can't interact on the chat, obviously everyone have a great week. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, and take care of each other. Until next time, we will see you next Thursday with Impact Wrestling at TNI. Night, everybody.
Night.
Oh, do you want a little soundbite on the way out? Come on, we need a little soundbite on the way out.
I was like, are we gonna end the show?
Yeah, we're gonna end the show, but we need something. Oh, you know what? Here, this is
this is horrible.
Oh my God!
Okay, just play all of them at this point.
just do all of them at the same time. That would have been even better. But that's it. That's the show. And honestly, we have way too many sound bites anyway. But we'll just kind of take it at that.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
They moved everything here.
Oh my God,
Everything.
we're not ending the show.
No, we are now.
I'm sorry.
It's just, there's so many videos, so many
Are we
videos.
still live?
Yes.
Yeah, we're still live. We are ending it right now.
All right.
The last 3 bites got mixed. See ya.
Hold on, calm down, just breathe.